Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. This is the Halftime Report. I'm Jake Stoope alongside Coach TA. We've had some connectivity issues, but mostly we've had a lot of flags, a lot of turnovers. Just hasn't been a clean half all around so far.
This is the Kickoff Classic. You know what I'm saying, Jake? These are the types of moments that you actually use to build who you're actually going to be during the course of the regular season. What we've seen is very dynamic plays, so maybe one breakdown on defense, but come back with make an equally dynamic play on defense. And so we've had everything in this game so far. A 20-7 game, well within reach for TFA, and IMG is really trying to pour it on, but TFA is still there.
But offensively, Coach, what do they need to do schematically to get back in this one?
I think they need to establish a run. I mean, even if you're not getting very many yards in the run, you have to establish that you will run the football. And I think TFA has done a good job of doing that. But on top of that, they need a little bit more variety in the pass game. Somebody like Brian Williams hasn't had one target yet all day, and I think you get a guy like that involved, at least it adds some complexity and variety to the offense, and you start making some things happen.
If you haven't seen us yet, I'm Jake Stoope alongside Coach TA. We've been with you for a long time. We showed up here to do our pregame show at like 6:30.
Yes.
It's now past 10:30, so we've been with you for a while, but thank you guys for sticking with us for this long.
Yeah, you're getting your money's worth tonight looking at these guys up here. But the big thing that we're seeing right now is, it's a kickoff classic. And my takeaway from today is, first off, IMG is undeniable. And I think they probably came in and said, number 6, get out of here. We're number 1 in the country. And they were out to prove that. I think TFA had an opportunity today to really present exactly who they are in high school football as it relates to a national schedule. They're going to play one of the toughest schedules in the country this year. They have to play a kickoff classic against a real test. And oftentimes, in my experience, I've seen these tests are what set you up for success during the course of the season, win or lose.
After a game like this, what would you advise TFA to do as far as schematically, culture, I don't know what it is, to prepare well for next week?
I think Coach Conaway and Coach Gill have them prepared well. I think it comes down to scheme. We start seeing, if we see a defense like this, let's take some of those easy wins. I think what Coach Moffitt found success with late in the game was taking those small little passes, those short 5- and 10-yard passes, taking what they gave, and mix those up with the run. I think if they start with that next week, they can find some success against Milton, Georgia.
I think the way they ended the game could spark some positive momentum.
Definitely. I think you end on a good note. You know, they look like they were rolling a little bit towards the end. But, you know, no coach is ever going to be satisfied. The players aren't going to be satisfied with a 41-7 loss. And you go back to the drawing board, but that doesn't mean you toss everything out. You find the good that you took from today, find out where you can get better, and then just come back and improve and be a better team next week.
Well, thank you to the 45,000-plus of you that joined our stream. Sorry for the lag there we had in the first half, but we got it cleaned up. For Coach TA, all of our directors, scoreboard operators, statisticians, and our cameraman who had his hands up for a long time today, I'm Jake Stoope. We'll see y'all next week for Milton here at the Croy Crowfoot Field.